What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
All right, let's calm the noise down. All right, it's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV. Y'all know the drill. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Hey, man, welcome to the show. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We are nothing without you. We're going to have a great show tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. So last week, history was made. Wakanda Forever came out, and man, it did numbers at the box office. Did numbers. And I shout out to everybody that performed, everybody, all the actors. You know, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. It was a great movie, great effort. And tonight on the show, we got a couple of guys that were actually in the movie. All right, and they were stunt performers in the movie, man. And again, we were talking before the show. Y'all go ahead on and do that stunt work. Go right ahead, all right? Because it ain't for me. I'm too old. The minute a piece of fire get on me, I'm done. The minute you throw me up against the wall, I'm gonna be mad after I gotta check my insurance first because I'm old. Make sure that Social Security is all right and stuff. But we're gonna get to this, man. All right. Let's bring my guys in. What up, Zell?
What's going on, G? What's happening? Dope Living TV.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're here. We are here. We ready.
Let's get them. Let's get them. Happy to see you, brother.
Let's go.
Dope Living TV. What's up?
You know,
Mo B. What's going on, brother?
You see it all here, bro. You see it all.
Man, and she did such a fantastic job last night with the ladies. It was ladies' night. I guess we'll let her in. Okay. What's going on, Marcella?
Marcella, what's going on?
Hey, everyone. How are you guys?
How are you? Good to see you.
I am great. I'm excited about tonight's show.
Yep. We ready. We are ready. All right. So, without further ado, man. Again, Wakanda Forever came out last night, and last week, and it was fantastic showing. It great numbers, and everybody in there needs to be commended. All right, but we got two people here right now that leaped off of mountains and cliffs and
stuff. Ran through fire.
I don't know, man. I can't do it. Let's bring her. First of all, Antwain Jones. What's up, bruh?
Yo, thank you, man.
Hi, welcome.
Let me do it properly with the salute.
Let's all go. Come on.
All right.
Let's go. And let's bring on Preston.
What's up, y'all?
Preston, what's going on, brother? We got to give it to you, too.
I got
I like that.
What's going on?
First of all,
Preston Shuttleworth Esquire.
That means he's a lawyer.
He fancy.
Just a little bit.
Thank you guys for coming to the show, giving us a little time and explaining the world of being a stuntman, okay? Because we got a stuntman on the show with us on our regular panel.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have taken it to another level, especially in a big production like this. This was huge.
Mm-hmm.
This was huge. How did that feel? Let's start off with you, Preston.
Being a part of a production like that, when you first get the call, like it's like, okay, like it's like, yay, work.
And then like you really like during travel and you're packing and you're getting ready to get on, and it's like this is probably going to be one of the biggest movies, and it's like the nerves set in, and then you just start thinking about everything that this represents, who you're representing, and like the pressure is really on. But then when you finally get there and you start working, it's like, oh, I got it.
Another day at the office, huh?
Yeah.
Antwain, what was it for you? Antwain. I'm sorry, I'm saying your name wrong. What was it?
It's Antwain.
Okay, Antwain. What was it like for you?
I'm just unique,
Esquire, Antwain.
Yeah, but it was a phenomenal experience, and like Preston said, when I first got the email, I was kind of nervous and I didn't believe it. But then once I did my research and found out it was real, I was just like mind blown, because I'm like, this is like a project that like every stuntman will want to work on.
Right.
And out of the thousands of us that's out there, I was chosen. And like, so that would just like touch my soul just to be chosen to be a part of this history.
Because that's what it is. It is history.
Man, it is. It is.
That's huge, man. But again, we want to know your journey, though. I mean, I understand you did, hey, all of that, all right, But hey, man, y'all.
That's a lot.
It's a hell of a lot. Okay. Now I saw Zell when he was doing his for his project that he was doing when he was training, and Zell was standing there one day, and all of a sudden he got jerked backwards into a wall that collapsed. Y'all laughing, okay?
Yeah, we're serious.
It looked like fun to me. I said, my turn.
Okay, fun. All right. But
I know some stuff's gonna crack, but
Hey man, you already know. Well, what was it like, man? What made you want to become stuntman? Anyone can start.
Well, for me, it was just completing myself as an actor, because I came from the acting side of things.
Okay.
And like I always just wanted to be the best that I could be if I'm doing something. So I was like, in order to be a great actor, you have to do both. You have to do the dialogue and the stunt work. That's a complete actor. And so I found a way to dive in, and I was actually blessed with the opportunity to do my own stunt on Chicago fire scene.
Okay.
And that was my introduction to stunts.
Wow. What about you, Preston?
Wow. I mean, my whole life, honestly, I've always wanted to do stunts. When I was a kid, I told my parents, like, yo, I want a cookie factory and I want to be a daredevil. I was like, I didn't know what it was called at the time. And my parents were just like, okay. And as I got older, that's all I did, performed with my martial arts school. We would go and travel like all of like Chicago, and we would do like shows and stuff like that. Like, but it wasn't like the fake stuff that you see now. Like, you just like, oh, you're getting kicked in the face. Oh, you're getting kicked in the stomach. Like, you really needed to be in it. And I just loved it. There was literally nothing else I wanted to do. So it's like, when I got the opportunity and I heard about being an extra, I was like, I don't know what that is, but I'm ready to go figure it out. And as soon as I like went to CineSpace, because it was for Divergent, that was my very first job as an extra. And I saw like the stunt team. I was like, that's what I need to be doing in my life. And from there, I was just like, yep, that's all I want. Nothing else.
I hear you. Mo, I'm gonna let you ask your question, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask this question. In comparison to, say, some of the other sets you went on where it wasn't as diverse as this cast was pretty diverse as far as us being there and other folks being involved. I mean, did that help with your comfort level that you were talking about earlier?
Who was that directed towards?
Either one.
Well, for me, I've always just loved people for being people. So no matter what color you are or what's your background, as long as you're comfortable with who you are and doing your job, I'm okay with you.
Okay, Preston, what about you?
I would say it definitely changed a lot, because like I guess from my perspective, like I've worked like a lot of jobs. I've had to, try to be normal and work 9 to 5s, and seeing that shift when you walk onto a set and every person in there is talented, and not only talented, they are Black. And I was just like, this is so like it was like so wild to see it, because I was so used to being in rooms where it was just like majority not Black, or it was just like, oh, like you'll get there eventually. But I got in this room and I literally was just like, I need to learn everything and anything that I can from these people, because these like I've never been in a situation like that. And it was never like a time where I felt like, oh, this person does not know what they're talking about. Oh, this person is gonna get me hurt. Or like that crew was probably the most talented group of people I've ever been around in the 4 years that I've been doing this.
Very cool.
That 4-letter word hurt. That sticks out in my mind. The 4-letter word. Go ahead.
You a wuss. Okay. Preston.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Did I hear you say you always wanted to do stunt work and have your own cookie factory?
Yeah, that was I did. Yeah,
I
did.
Too, I was like, all right, you just slipped.
Those are the two things. I finished. I got out of culinary school, and I was just like, okay, never doing that again. And then I was just like, well, time to do stunts.
Okay. So that was something you wanted, but you changed your mind later. And
no, I went to go get it.
Was there?
But I was like,
It was on the agenda.
Okay, Antwain. What else did you want to do other than acting and stunt work? Was there anything else, or that was just all in your?
No, actually, I was an athlete before anything, and that's what I went to college for. I went to college for football, and ended up playing baseball, basketball, and soccer in college.
Wow.
So yeah, I was just like, I love sports, and again, like if I try something, I want to excel and be the best that I can be in it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's what's up.
Hey, so man, I just took every sport in, and after college, I chased the dream of being in the NFL. Okay. Things didn't work out because there's a lot of politics in that.
Yeah.
But it never like dehumanized me or anything, because I knew how skilled I was, and I still ended up playing professional indoor football, arena football.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But just like I said, NFL. But I'm okay with that because I've won championships. I've been against the best and did what I did, held my own. So it's not like I'm discouraged or anything because I did make it to the NFL. But it was just a dream that I had. And other than sports, every kid's dream. I just wanted to be an actor. Like all my life, I just wanted to act.
I had the acting bug too, so I understand.
Yeah, yours didn't work out. Stop. Now, Antwain, let me ask you this. All right?
I didn't pursue it.
Let me ask you this. What position did you play in football?
Defensive back.
Man, I went out high school for football as a wide receiver. I was pretty quick, right?
Okay.
And I ran that pattern. I think it was a fly pattern, right? Went around. Ball was coming to me. I caught it. I had to jump and catch it, though, right?
And then a freight train came out of nowhere.
And I don't know what hit me. I don't know who hit me. All I know was my shoe came off. And when I fell on the ground, I held the ball,
Mama.
And as I was walking off the field, limping with one shoe, I took the pads off. I took the shirt off. And the coach said, "Get your ass back on the field." I said,
So Greg, yeah, it didn't work out. So Greg, it didn't work out.
Huh?
Yeah, it didn't work out. Yeah, it didn't work out.
It did not work out. And then I did a TV show for 12 years, okay, and wound up on NBC. Thank you very much.
Oh, that worked out. Yes, that did work out.
Anyway, you had a question.
Yeah. I got a question for both of you gentlemen. How did it work out for in Wakanda Forever? Which tribe you belong to, and what were some of the challenging stunts or gags that you had to do while in the movie?
Stunts or gags? Okay,
both.
Let's go with you, Preston.
So as far as getting picked, I'm not sure how they decided to figure that out. I guess they were like, like kind of stature, what you kind of look like and stuff like that to try to fit where you belong, because it's like somebody that was obviously more Jabari built is going to be on the Jabari instead of the Navy. But I think literally just walking was really hard because everything was like, it was like Velcroed and you had like zip ties everywhere. So it was like one false move and like it's falling apart and you need to go see like wardrobe, or like they'd be like, oh, go put your harness on. This is about to happen. And I'm just like, wow, like I can't move. Like I can't, everything's going to fall off. And we had, they called us the Pickle Knights because we had a headpiece that was like strapped to our actual hair. So when we took reactions, if you took a reaction too fast, it would just rip the hair clips out your hair and it just be hanging off all to the side. Like it was just convertible. Yeah, exactly. It was tough. It was tough, but it was really, really cool to be able to be in a situation like that where you're just like, oh, I have limited movement. Let me figure out what's the best way to make this look great, but also do this balancing act of keeping my wardrobe like functional, you know.
Right. Antwain, what about you, bro?
Wow.
The same, like I was chose to be Jabari because I am darker, taller, and more like muscular. Well, I can't even say that because most of the Jabari weren't muscular; they were just like big and bulky. So, but I think that's why they chose me, just because like I was darker, taller, and my athletic build is why they chose me to be Jabari. And like I say, the thing that was difficult about the Jabari wardrobe was that we were in this double layer skirt, and I've never worn a skirt in my life. So it's like, so it's like kind of weird to like do things and where as a man, like you just like leave your legs or whatever, and you're like, oh, let me close my legs because I have on a skirt. Like, so it's like different. It was very different. But like, yeah, then the restrictions, because it was like I'm used to wearing a shoulder piece because of football, like shoulder pads, but these shoulder pads were kind of like restricting your movement. So again, what Preston was saying, it was like, let me challenge myself and see how I can still excel at these movements, but at the same time do it comfortably without tearing something or breaking something or having something come off. So yeah.
What's up? Hey,
so the wardrobe wasn't very functional.
Yeah, it had its restrictions, put it like that.
I mean, they were showing everybody running and jumping and being super in that, you know, in that wardrobe. I mean, really?
And you know, that shows how talented people in the entertainment field is with wardrobe and makeup and just all of that. Because when the whole movie comes together, the whole film comes together, we don't see all of that and looks like wow, and it's just, you know, it's just all one piece, and that's just amazing. That when, you know, to hear you guys talk about the back scenes, things going on, but when you look at the film, it's just, again, it's just amazing.
Seamless. To
see what all goes into it.
Again, we're talking with two of the stunt professionals from the movie Wakanda Forever, Mr. Antwain Jones and Mr. Preston Shuttleworth, Esquire. Esquire. So, when you did these scenes, were you doing these scenes with the regular actors, with the stars?
Yeah, a lot of the stuff was done, like the actors are literally like in arm's reach, or you guys will just be sitting there talking to each other. Even during the training, sometimes like the actors would just be in the room with us while we're just like trying new scenes out or recording something new or something like that. So it was like, it's kind of like at first, like you're just like, that's weird. Like this famous person is just in the other room with me. Like, but then after a while, you just like are like, oh, this is just another person. But then you start to think of them more as like a child you have to sit, because it's like, say you'll be working on a scene with them and you accidentally hit them, or you feel like you're moving too fast and you feel like danger for them isn't it, like you start being like, okay, nope, like let's slow it down. Let's like you kind of go into protection mode, because like you hit them, you're going home. Like that's it. You know, it's not
no accident. Even though
yeah, no, there are no accidents. You're a stunt professional. Really? Your job is to make sure that you're doing your job right all the time.
Pretty sure some outtakes where you go, pow, all right, go home.
No, maybe the actor will hit one of us, but No. We can't hit them.
So I mean, being around these people, I guess you guys are pretty much used to that doing what you do, right?
Yeah. And like I said, I come from the acting side of things. So
right.
At one point in time, I was that guy where they're like, oh, that's the actor.
So you're already used to it. Antwain froze up on us a little bit. Okay, but he'll come back. Marcel, you had a question?
I do. So you guys worked with had some of the actors there. Did you guys work with Winston Duke, and how was that with working with him? Don't smile like that, because I want to smile like that too. Like, and he's a baby to me, but hallelujah.
Stop it. There's smoke coming out the back of your chair. Quick.
Oh Lord, hallelujah. Okay.
Yeah, when I first seen Winston, I was just like mind blown because he's so huge. Like he's a big dude. And I'm 6'1". I was looking up at like, this is a big dude. And then and to find out like most of the main characters had some kind of accent or English was their second language. And I was seeing with their dialect coach, like it was just weird because it's like, oh, I want to say something, but I'm not sure if you might even understand what I'm saying. You might have to talk to your dialect coach. Yeah, exactly. So it's like it was just mind blowing to see him and be like, oh, this guy is really big. Like,
okay.
Yeah, I told y'all we shouldn't have put no women on the show today. I told y'all that. I haven't had any women on the show today. Okay, she's talking about the we see. Shut up.
Hallelujah.
Hey, yeah, something like that. How long did it take you guys to learn your routines?
That part, it was kind of counterproductive because it was like we would spend like weeks and weeks like putting fights together, doing different choreo, just doing all this extra awesome stuff. And then as soon as you get on set, you realize, well, I don't have space for that. That's not what they want to see right now. So it's like, oh, camera's rolling. And it's like, well, what do you want me to do? Figure it out. And action. And then you're just like you have to like, because it was a lot of the stuff that we were like we wanted to do. We just really didn't, like, we really couldn't do it because a lot of the stuff was like too big, you know, like the set was literally like the size of like the bottom of a house. And you got like 40, 50 people all swinging like staffs, and now you got the actors with the camera moving around, and you need to make sure you give them space. And it's like you're not the centerpiece, so if you can't do anything too big because it's going to take away from the main piece of action. So it's just like walking a tightrope of let me not look stupid, but also let me not outshine like the main action that needs to be going on.
Yeah.
What about you, Antwain? How do you feel?
Again, very similar to what Preston was saying. It goes back to like it was the first couple of weeks we trained, like we're Jabari, so everything we do is like big, throwing, barbaric, and we get to the stage and like, okay, we need everything the opposite of that, and you don't have much time, so it's like, so you have to basically convert your whole mindset, erase that, and just start from scratch in less than 2 minutes because the camera's going to get ready to roll. And it's like, but again, I feel like as a professional, we've trained our bodies to adjust at the snap of a finger.
Right.
So it's just what it is.
I mean, hey, as long as they cut the check, right?
Hey.
And again, it's part of history. This is a very historic film. Moby, you had a question.
Yeah, so how much green screen, or did you guys get any green screen work in?
I think it was a fair amount. It was a fair amount because we had to do, we did full body VFX scans, which you see a lot in the movie. And then we had to do like battle movements and striking with the staff and like running back and forth for the screen so they could get that, so they could make like bolster the numbers and stuff like that. So it was like a lot. I would say it was we didn't have to do a lot of it initially, but they did use what we did do a lot in the movie. So like the VFX part was only like maybe like all together for the whole time we were shooting in total, they only needed us for like maybe 45 minutes to an hour, but in the movie, like it's used so much. I thought that was really interesting.
And you guys know exactly where you were at in the movie too, right?
Oh yeah.
For the most part, yeah. It's kind of weird when they do the VFX pieces, and it's like I saw like they will superimpose your face on like somebody else's body, and I'm just like, I'm not built like that. That's not me. Who is that? I don't have that mustache. But those eyes, the face, that's me. And it's really bizarre sometimes to see that. Yeah.
That's crazy. Zell, you had a question?
Yeah. So I want everyone to know that, first of all, I train with both of these guys, and they are phenomenal in regards to, them being stunt performers and teaching, someone that's, newer to the stunt world. So these guys are the best. My question is for you guys. We know that you're in Wakanda Forever, but can you share some of your resume with us and tell everyone what other projects you were a part of, TV and film?
Let's start off with you, Antwain.
Well, my first, I started doing extra work, background work for Chicago PD season 1. That was my intro to acting. That was the first thing I ever done. And my first professional speaking lines were on a show called Sense8, which came out on Netflix, season 1. After that, I booked a role for Chicago Fire, which I was speaking on earlier, while I did my own stunt, and that's what brought me to the stunt world. I did a lot of work for Chicago PD. What was my resume? The 4400.
That was good.
Paper Girls.
Yeah, Paper Girls, which is just came out this summer.
Okay.
Tulsa King, which just aired last week. It's a Paramount Films, so if you get a chance, check that out.
Let's go.
61st Street, which I shared role with Preston. Yeah, me and Preston had the chance to double the one of the lead actors. So that was a great experience because I got to learn from Preston, who is way more experienced than me. But at the same time, just like working with someone that back to what you said earlier, when you're really cool with that person and you get to learn from them, it's just something about that, and it helps you learn a lot more. And so, yeah,
that's what's up. That's what's up. What about you, Preston?
Yeah, my first job ever was stunt role wise was Beats on Netflix. Then I moved on to this movie called Friend Request. I did this movie Civil War, Wakanda Forever. I did Fargo, Chicago PD, The Chi, Next. It's a lot. Literally, if it's shot in Chicago, I've done it. Let's see what else. I got a bunch of projects that I kind of can't talk about, but it's a ton of stuff coming out. Emancipation that's coming out with Will Smith. I did that. It's just a lot. It's always something new, which is awesome. I think my favorite was probably Fargo, being able to double Chris Rock for literally most of the show, and just being able to sit and talk with him. It was just hilarious to he's like, I'm really talking to Chris Rock right now.
You should have doubled for him at the Oscars.
Oh yeah. It's crazy. Right. The crazy part is right before that happened, I spent 6 months in New Orleans with Will Smith, and we were literally the best of friends. And he gave me so many axioms to go off of in life, and he was really guiding me, because I'm still young, and he's has all this life experience, and then right. I was like, man, wow, he really has a lot of self-control.
Oops.
And then I saw that, and I was like, well, that's not you. What are you doing? No.
That was his double. His double went up there and smacked the hell out of Chris.
It might have been his double, Mo, because right when the joke came out, he was sitting there laughing. Okay,
all right.
Else walk up.
He walking on the stage.
Could have been a double,
like King Richard.
Could have been a double. We got professionals here. They can really tell us, okay, but they can't get the secrets away. Marcella, you had a question.
Yes. Okay. First, it's a two-part. Preston, do you act as well? Or you just do stunt work?
I act as well, but my bread, but the main thing I love is the stunt.
Okay. So my question to both of you: who would you like to work with, male, female, male and female, and what type of film would be, something that you really would want to be in?
I would say, as far as males go, I would say I definitely want to do a movie with Michael Jai White, because he's literally been a really big inspiration for a lot of the things that movie wise that I have always wanted to be in. I love watching his movies, no matter what it is. And as far as female goes, I don't know. I really don't know.
Viola Davis.
Mainly because I don't want my wife to choke me.
Strictly business.
Just like off the top of your head.
But no, I really wanted to work with Lupita Nyong'o, but I got to do that already. So that was awesome. And if I was to do a movie with Michael Jai White, I would definitely want to do kind of like I would definitely want to do like a action comedy with him.
Yeah, his range is tremendous, man.
Yeah, you guys got a great time on comedy.
What about you, Antwain?
Well, for me, I would definitely want to do a project with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
He's my favorite entertainer of all time.
Yeah.
Eric.
Yep, Eric Bishop. Yep. And I would like to do an action comedy. Female wise, that's a tough one. But,
all of them, right?
Yeah, all of them.
No.
Taji Hall.
A female that I would love to do a project with. Sanaa Lathan.
Oh, okay.
So,
absolutely.
Great. In what kind of movie?
We're not gonna speak on that, but yeah.
It had to be Mo B.
I would love to do a project.
A rom-com.
Get to somewhere you're gonna be out, and the only words you're gonna have in there is baby.
That's all you need. I mean,
yeah.
Sanaa Lathan. That's what's up. I'm good. I would like to work with. I'd like to work with you guys. You guys need to do a movie, man. A stuntman movie.
Yes.
Let's put that together. Come on, guys.
They already had one. They need to do an African American stuntman movie.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I like it. I'm
down.
I like that too.
There it is.
You might have to put something together,
Natalie Lady
that
Shuttleworth.
sounds like a great plan.
What about Regina King?
Aha.
Antoine. That's a great one.
Let's have a moment of silence for Regina King.
Yeah, she's
Lord.
Yeah.
Yes.
What you said, Winston Duke?
I almost went back to the way we used to do the show and just took her off. Okay, but we have to have consistency, so we got to keep it going.
You know what? Whatever.
If there was another outside of what you guys have already said, okay, because I can't see myself walking down the street being, I want to be a stunt man, get my ass whooped every day, and I can't see myself going through that. Okay, so bust a misnomer. Okay. You don't really get your ass whipped. You guys, it
looks like they're getting their ass whipped.
Well, no, it's a whole thing to this, all right? Can you guys explain that process?
Choreographed.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Sometimes
you get your ass.
You actually do get it. Like there's been times where I've worked with other people who aren't I don't want to say talented, because they are talented people, but aren't as good as we are with the communication of just working together, chemistry. And so one thing goes a different way than what you expect, and you have to bite that bullet and just take one for the team. And I've had that happen a few times on set, but like I don't throw fits. I don't get mad. I just try to talk it out and just make sure it doesn't happen again. I mean, because at the same time, we're here for a purpose, and we have to get this project done. So it's like, I'm not on set. Keep it professional. Now afterwards, I talk to you. Hey, you might want to try doing this like in your future references, but I'm never trying to shame nobody on set. So I definitely keep it professional.
Remember that song in Digital Underground? You hit me and I hit you back. I'm sorry, you're gonna get hit back.
Preston, what about how you feel about that, man? Preston.
Getting beat up.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, as far as getting beat up, I kind of enjoy when I have to work with people that I've never worked before, because if I just worked with a bunch of people that I was comfortable working with, how would I improve? So sometimes you'll be on set and you'll have a rehearsed fight and you guys will go through it a million times. And then when it comes time and they say action, there's a difference between if I was to show you something alone, right? Like I'm like, oh, this is how you're supposed to do this. Great. And now I put you on set. The camera's rolling. Everybody's watching you. And your anxiety is up. You're excited. And now that 1-2 jab turns into just jabbing like you are afraid for your life. And sometimes you'll eat one and you'll be like, oh, okay, cool. And you have to keep it going. You have to keep that professionalism. And it's like afterwards, you can talk to that person, because I think you should. Because not only will you maybe work with that person again, that person is like new to something. Like they're learning just like you, just because you might have a little more experience. Think about your first time. Think about if it was you in that situation, what would you want somebody to do for you? So sometimes you are gonna take a few hits, but it's for the team, like it's not just a you thing. It's a community.
Absolutely. Yeah, right.
Greg said he is not a team player on that one.
I'm not taking half of the team. All right?
He go out with bumps and you come out with lumps.
Yeah. I just can't do it. But I commend you three, you guys, for doing this, man. Because without you guys, without guys like you, these movies would not be, because those actors are probably just like me. It's like, man, I'm not getting hit. Okay, right when it's time for somebody to swing, cut. Then you guys step in, okay? I'm like, hey, I commend you guys, man. It is a profession that really skill. All right. Do you guys get a chance to choreograph your own stunts?
Yeah, there's been times on set where things that were scheduled didn't look right, so they come directly to you and just be like, "Hey, change this and make this complete." And I just take it as a prideful thing, just like, hey, they trust me enough and think I'm that great where they can just give me directions and I make it happen. So again, it's a blessing to be able to have those experiences occur while you're on set. But like I say, it's not every job that is going to happen, but when it does happen, to me, I just see it as a blessing, and I'll be like, hey, they just.
I'm sorry. What was you gonna say?
No, I was just saying, is this a blessing?
Yeah, you guys must do what you do very, very well, because you're getting constant work at this. I mean, this is your life. You're getting constant work at this. So, again, man, I applaud you guys. Joan Cross says, "How easy was it to get into stunts as Black men?"
Well, I kind of got lucky, because on my Chicago Fire role, I had a stunt double who was an excellent stunt guy. And as professional as he is, because I've worked with him 1,000 times since then, and he's never not been able to be found when it's time for him to work. And this one day, he just happened to go to the bathroom and hey, where's he at? And I think the stress going up, so I was like, I'll do it. And
came back out, he was doing.
Yeah, but the great thing about him is, after I did the stunt role and executed it, and they were getting like last takes and everything, I opened my eyes because I was murdered in the scene. But yeah, so I was laying on the ground. I opened my eyes, and he's standing above me, and he gives me 2 thumbs up, and that was like the seal of the deal. Is like, yeah, you're good at this.
That's what's up. That's so. Preston, what about you?
I think as a black man, it's not so much hard, I would say. It's more, I think it's a little like right now, because like in a lot of media, you are seeing a lot more black people. So it's more like timing. Me, myself, it was kind of like it would have been a struggle, because it was like because it's like, say you get put in a situation and like, hey, like you can jump a fence, right? And it's like, yeah. And then you get ready to jump the fence, you're like, shit. And it's like, well, I mean, like I can jump a fence, but I feel like as a black person, it's not really hard to get into stunts. But as an individual or person in general, it is pretty challenging, especially if you want to have longevity. If you want to be good, you got to put the work in, like for real, to do it. So
yeah, with anything, man. Giselle, you had a question?
Yeah. So not only have I trained with these two, but I also work with them on set. And I see their IQ constantly being raised. So what I want to ask is, when is the next step to getting into being a stunt coordinator for both of you?
As far as for myself, I've already coordinated things. I'm already doing that stuff. And I would say the leap that you do need to make is a lot of politics. Like you need to know who to talk to, how to talk to them, and what your strengths are. So if they need somebody that like, hey, I really need some stunt guys who are really good at fighting and acting. And you're just like, oh, I know those people. I can do that. So then when you bring them on set and it's like you brought your friends and you brought people that you thought you owed something to, you have immediately shot yourself in the foot. People who are in good situations tend to steer towards trying to help people when they are still new themselves. So if you're not established, the first mistake every person makes is, my friend, your friend will be fine. You need to fix you first before you help anybody. So if anybody is in that situation or wants to know the next step is focus on your craft and then help somebody else.
Man, people don't understand that. Pun, you got anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, it's pretty much what he said. And for me, I see it as you have to build a network before you step into that seat, because what Preston was saying, if you don't have the connections to fill them roles, it's kind of like shooting yourself in the foot. Like, so it's best to just like build the connections, network as much as you can before you can even consider taking on a coordinating job.
That's what's up. That's great advice. Marcella, you want to take us into this?
Yes, our break. Let's take a break at this time. Let's hear some life coaching from our life coach, Jeff Relaford. Redirect, regroup, refocus.
Let's go.
Hey, Life Coach Jeff coming to you again. Now, yesterday we talked about discipline, but now we're going to hone in on a specific topic of the discipline I spoke on yesterday, and that's making the wise, conscious decision. Now, I'm going to give you an example of making a wise, conscious decision. That is making the choice not to complete or do another task that takes you away from the original said task or objective you are going to complete. So, prime example. My wife, she started doing somebody else's homework for them. And when she started to do the homework for them, what happened was it actually took her away from the other things she wanted to complete, such as trading or learning more about real estate, for example. So when you make that wise, conscious decision, be sure that it is still in alignment with the goals and plans and objectives that you have so that you can get the task done. There it is. Life Coach Jeff coming to you. Redirect, regroup, refocus. Dope Living TV Live. Peace out.
That's our life coach, Jeff Relaford. He has his own podcast on Mondays. Redirect, regroup, refocus. That's that dude right there, all right? Man, we are talking with some actually history-making stunt performers, Mr. Antwain Jones and Mr. Preston Shuttleworth, Esquire. Put your pinky fingers up. These gentlemen were stunt performers in the Wakanda Forever movie. Okay, we're blessed to have them on the show with us today. If there's anything that you could tell people that are going to try to do, because this is an unconventional profession. Everybody's not doing stunt work. I mean, not on purpose. All right. Some people out there getting their ass whooped on the regular, but ain't getting paid for it. All right. But anyway,
not good. Not
quit it. If there was something you could tell some young people that are trying to get into this profession, and Zell, I want you to say something as well. What would it be? Antwain, let's start with you.
Well, I would say take that risk because it's a risky job. You're gonna be taking risk your whole career. So I mean, do it. I mean, if it's your passion and that's what you really want to do, jump into it. Don't let nothing hold you back. And that goes for being a stunt performer, actor, athlete, lawyer, doctor, whatever it may be. If that's your passion, don't let nothing get in the way of you stopping you from doing that, and just put your all in and don't look back.
Yeah. Preston, what about you,
man? Definitely a lot of what Antwain said. I would definitely say if this is something you want to do and you say it out loud around a bunch of people and they look at you sideways, leave. If that's your passion, don't let people around you, parents, cousin, friend, it doesn't matter, because this is something that seems unattainable. Everybody told me I needed to quit and get a real job and do all that other stuff. And I was like, nah, like, this is what I want to do. This is what makes me happy. Go for it. Find like-minded people to surround yourself around. If you can't find them right away, come find me. You know where I am. I will encourage you myself if I need to, because this is not unattainable. And it is one of the best feelings in the world to be able to just get up every day and be like, this is what I love to do. So if it's what you love to do, act like it. Take that risk on yourself and do it.
Absolutely. Zell.
I would say ditto to everything that they've said, and also always be a student. Constantly learn. Always, just learning from watching movies, from talking to people, from reading books, from whatever it is. Just constantly learn, and improve your craft. And don't give up. Don't give up on your dream and your vision.
Absolutely. Let me ask you two gentlemen, being in this Wakanda Forever movie, was this one of the top moments of your career?
Yes. For me, yes. It was my first movie, and it was an iconic movie. Yeah, it's one of those things where, first of all, it's Black Panther. Like,
yes.
Come on.
Yeah, like it's a Black stuntman's dream to be a part of that, and I was chosen to be a part of that. So yeah, this was the top of the top for me.
That's what's up. What about you, Preston? Because Preston had to
I would definitely say, yeah, it's kind of conflicting to think about, because it's just like it's one of the most grateful experiences I've ever experienced in my life, to get a casual email like, hey, you want to do BP2? I really looked at my phone and I just turned my phone over and I was like, man, what is this gas station book? And I stood straight up in my bed and was like, is this Black Panther? Yeah. I was the excitement was it was unreal to be a part of a Marvel film of this caliber in the first place. But for it to be it is, yes, I would definitely say it's really high on the list. But it's as soon as I got on this, I then realized that this was not the ceiling. So it was kind of hard. It put it in perspective, because it was this is a very iconic movie and it's really huge, right? And it's well, why is it huge? And just thinking about all of that stuff, and it's well, there's more now. You know what I mean? I know that there's more to attain. This is always going to be in my back pocket, but now I'm what's the next culture shaking thing that I can help be a part of and help make possible? So
Absolutely.
that's the face. That was the face. I was like, damn, like
Yeah.
ah.
which is actually my last question. What is next for you guys after this? I mean, can you top this?
I'm sure there's going to be something that probably tops it in the future. Right now, I can't speak on exactly what it may be. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to manifest it and speak it to existence. So
I got you.
Preston.
There are a few things I cannot speak about. But the next release that is coming, that I had a ton of fun on, is Emancipation with Will Smith. That will be coming out in theaters December 2nd, Apple TV December 9th. And I'm in the trailer. That one I think is a very very important movie to watch, because I got a chance to actually speak to the writer, the producer, the directors. Like, it was an amazing experience to be a part of a movie where they didn't take anything out. You know what I mean? Like, it's a slave movie, but it's like for real. You know, there's no white savior. There's like it's like, yo, this is what it was like. Watch, you know. So that's next. That's the next.
That's what's up. Hey man, we enjoyed this show, man. We
Yes,
enjoyed having
yes.
you guys on the show today. Okay, these are two history makers, guys. All right, Antwain Jones, Preston Shuttleworth, Esquire. These gentlemen were on the iconic the iconic second part to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Man, we are definitely grateful and thanking you guys for coming on the show, hanging out with us today.
No problem. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you guys, man. This was fun, man.
Before you go, I know you guys just did something that was very inspiring and this and that, but we leave our viewers with something every day. Just a little nugget, a little gem, not just about stuntmen, but life in general. Okay, we want to start with you, Antwain. We're going around the horn.
Like I tell everybody every day, things can always be worse, so be grateful for your situation.
Absolutely. Preston, Esquire.
If you don't love it, stop doing it. And if you do love it, keep doing it. There's nothing putting anybody out or nobody stopping you from doing anything but you, man. You gotta definitely go for anything that you want.
Absolutely. Absolutely great advice. Marcella?
I would just say, think outside the box when it comes to jobs that you want to do. And like Preston Esquire said, do something that would make you happy, because then it's not necessarily a job. It's a hobby, and it's something that you're doing fun and you look forward to doing it.
Absolutely. Mo?
Man, extraordinary works get you extraordinary rewards. And, you know, it seems like you guys love what you're doing. And I wish you guys all the best in the whole wide world. And hopefully BP3, y'all be on that one too.
Absolutely. Look at you, man. You already. Tell us on you.
Yo, first of all, I want to salute you, brothers, and thank you both for joining us today. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I asked and you came, so thank you both so much. Parting words I want to give is, I always tell young people that only you will limit your success. If there's something you want to do, go for it. Don't take no as an answer. If one door is closed, try another door. Try a window. You know, just find another way to get into whatever it is, and constantly learn and be a student of whatever craft you're interested in.
Absolutely. And to echo what Mr. Cross just said, we are our own worst enemies. All right. We have to step outside of ourselves and don't let fear overtake us. Don't let other people tell us that we can't do anything, because can't should not be in our vocabulary. All right. We need to move around, make it happen, just like these guys did. Who would have thought that you're sitting around the house and all of a sudden somebody says, hey man, we're gonna need you for the biggest movie ever. Come on, man. Loan me $1. Loan me $1.
All right, I'll make my own. Get me in the movie.
He said he'll make his own money.
I got you.
He'll be in jail. Don't worry about it. All right.
Knocking somebody out.
This is Antwain Jones. Excuse me, Preston Shuttleworth, Esquire. I always remember y'all. That's for Esquire. When you came out there, like, hey man, I just gave you a trademark, dude.
Don't make me use it. Don't make me use it.
Use it. He gave it to you.
Hey, we appreciate you guys, man, for coming through, hanging out with us.
All right.
This is the way we close out a week, okay?
All right.
DopelivenTV Live, man. We will see you guys next week. Until then, man, Wakanda forever.
Peace.
Au revoir.